What's going on YouTube and Gen X? Okay, this is the last time I'm going to do a video on this topic, and this is about black men not addressing other black men. Now, I understand we need to do more to get younger black boys. So for me, before they hit the age of 13, before they really hit puberty, we have to make a more concentrated effort on trying to get to these boys and, get into their head, and hopefully give them the opportunity to make something out of their lives. Just like you watch the cartoon and they have the devil and the angel, who's going to win out? Because at the end of the day, you can't replace what a father can do. I don't care how much money you pump into after-school programs, intervention programs, you can never replace what a father can do, right? You can have the pseudo-father figures and whatnot, but there's always the opportunity, or there's always the chance that it will blow up in your face. All you need is one, well, you're not my dad, and that's it, literally. And that kid is right. As much as you want to care, he knows, well, you're not my dad. See, there's a special relationship between a father and a son. And the way I look at it, your father is the only person that can really beat your ass, and you'll be scared to do anything. You'll be scared to do anything because that's your father. You know how it is. You could be the strongest person in the world, but for whatever reason, your father's always stronger than you. Your father always, it's like he implanted some chip in your head that you can, never go against him. You just can't. As mad as you want to get, oh, it's my father, right? What he says goes. And if he cuts me off, that's a bad look. I don't want to be cut off from my pops. That's the only man that I know for a fact should be looking out for me. Now, I know there's some fathers out there, that's not like that. But for the most part, we know, man, I listen to this cat because this is the only guy in my corner. This is the only guy that's supposed to give his life for me. And you can't duplicate that. So I can come on and try to tell another grown-ass man what to do, but how is that going to work? A grown man telling another grown man what to do. If I was an athlete or a rapper, I can come on and maybe try to tell some of them what to do and they buy into it. But if I told them how they need to use professionalism, academics, hey man, maybe you need to get into college, go to a JC or go to a trade school, you know what they're going to tell me? Man, that's for white people. That's not for me. That world isn't my world. Even though Gucci, Louis Vuitton, European cars, all those stuff controlled by Europeans and white people, that's for y'all. But education isn't. The same education that they stole from the feet of the Egyptians and they took it back to Europe and said it was their own. Right? That's not for us. But BMW and Mercedes-Benz, that's definitely for blacks. Louis Vuitton, Gucci, oh yeah, my body draped in Gucci and Louis. Yeah, that's definitely for black people. Right? Because look how black those names sound. So what can we say? What can we do? I mean, motherfuckers act as if you can go to some inner city and you'll see, the Michael Eric Dysons of the world and the Cornel West of the world walking around trying to tell black men what to do. They're not. They're off in their Ivy League school telling privileged white people what's going on and how you need to care about black people and racism and all this other good shit. They're not, in the streets telling these men what to do because they know what's going to happen. Y'all think I'm being negative? Yo, ain't nothing stopping no black man on YouTube right now from going outside and finding at least 3 unproductive black men and telling them what they need to do in terms of, yo, I can actually give you a fucking plan. Give me a notepad. I can write it down what you need to do. I can even give you the names and the addresses and the phone numbers of the people and schools and companies that you need to call and government agencies that you can call that can possibly get you on the track to getting your shit together. And I guarantee you they're not going to respond. They're going to look at you crazy. Why? Because unless you're an athlete or entertainer, they're not going to listen to you because professionalism and academics, that is for white people. It is what it is. According to them, that's for white people, and we're selling out, so we're not black men. We're sellouts. We're trying to act like we're white. So why would a man who considers himself to be the true black man listen to a man that he's already labeled as a sellout? he rejects his blackness because he's not part of the same struggle. It's just not going to work. And like I said before, some of y'all will come on and say, this, that, and the third. Go outside right now and go talk to these black men. And see how many black men you can get on track in a month, 3 months, 7 months. Let's see how many black men actually take your advice and get on with the program. See, the fucked up part, when the white cameras are around, you'll have these same brothers that will come on and talk about how hard life is, they're out here struggling, this, that, and the third, and white people will say, oh, I feel so sorry for you. Then let the black men come through and say, all right, man, fuck all that. We're trying to help you. Let's get this party started. All right, first of all, I'm going to need you to take out the cornrows, take out the earrings, at least for now. Cut the hair pretty low, get rid of some of the facial hair, cover up the tattoos. We're going to get this party started right now. They don't want to do it. It's not going to happen. I'm not being real. You're making me lose who I am as a person. And like I said, go out and try it. Ain't nothing stopping any of us from doing it right now. Right? Just be careful not to get punched in the face or, be accused of trying to make somebody feel, or trying to belittle somebody, or trying to show somebody up, or trying to make somebody feel inferior. So watch your back. I would hate for you to get jumped and come back with the black eye, talking about you tried, but, cats thought I was bullshitting, right? It is what it is. Understand this. Men are motivated by self-determination, so there's something that they want, right? And they're going to go out and do it. For a lot of black men, that's not working, okay? So the guy who's an engineer may be engineering because that's what he likes to do. He has a passion for building, okay? And that passion may have been developed as a younger child, based off of what he was exposed to. But for whatever reason, it's hard to unlock the inner motivations for a lot of black men to go out and want to do something. Like I said, it's there if we were talking about basketball, football, or being a rapper. But when it comes to, maybe going off and getting a degree in sound engineering so you can be one of those guys behind the mixing board, you can be one of the white guys who's making your shit sound on point, y'all don't want to do it. So what can we say or do in terms of instilling that sort of, let me find something that I like to do and go out and pursue it? It's not there. And B, men are also motivated by the understanding that if they reach a certain level of success, that is going to earn them a certain type of treatment from black women. So the Middle Eastern guy who's studying to be an engineer, he's doing it because he has a general liking for engineering. Okay, that's something he knows he's good at and, he can do well at, so he's motivated by that. But he also knows, if I'm good at what I do and I reach a certain level, that's going to earn me a certain level of treatment from women, or at least my own women, that I know that other men aren't going to get. So if I get to level 10, I know that a level 5 dude isn't going to get the same level of treatment. So he's motivated twofold. But when it comes to black men, like I said, we already lack the whole, let me find something that I'm good at, apart from basketball and rapping, or even selling drugs. But even then, we're at the bottom of that. It's not like, we're kicking ass. We're the ones that go to jail, while the other people just find another nigga on another corner to sell for them, right? We lack all that. And when it comes to the motivation from women, it's already there. Just imagine you going up to a brother and telling him, hey man, you get your shit together, and the women are going to treat you differently. They're going to say, nigga, look at what I got already. Look what I'm bagging. If I need my cell phone bill paid for, I got a chick to do that. I got kids. What you need? I can hook you up, brother. What you need? I got chicks on deck. So there's no motivation there. There's no level of, if I get somewhere, maybe the women will treat me differently. No, they're already getting pussy. Willie Pete and some other men talked about it before. Pussy's a powerful motivator. Right? It is what it is. How many short Jewish men are studying their ass off, right? Financial planning and scheming so that he can get the hot Russian 18-year-old. And she comes over to America and he just wipes her up. they're out there doing it. Y'all can say it doesn't happen, but it happens. Apart from, maybe them being motivated by something that they know they're good at. So what can you say? Now, as far as addressing the women, why do we address the women? Why do we constantly address the women? The women are asking why they're not being chosen. So literally, you can have the brothers who's highly successful, and you have the 35-year-old black woman who's out of her prime. You got the baby mamas. You just got the down-and-out black woman not doing well. And they're all asking why they're not being chosen. They're all upset when they go out and they see a black man with something other than a black woman. Now, I don't know how other cultures feel, but I don't think a trailer park white girl is too upset if she saw a corporate white man off with a corporate black woman. I don't think she's too upset. I don't think she's going to come on and say, why is that? How come you're not choosing me? Or the chick who's 38, past her prime, or the chick who may have too many pounds, or the chick who has too many kids. I don't think they're coming on and asking why, their best and brightest aren't going for them. And if I'm sure they did, they would get a quick and brutal response. But for the black community, the women are asking. You can go out and they're looking at you crazy. It is what it is. You can go out. I remember my 4th year in college, the Hispanic chick that I'm talking to, and we still talk now, on and off, we used to, hang out during the day. So I'm running my errands, she's running her errands. We would kind of put them together, and we'd be out and about, going here, or I'm going to a party tonight, I'm going to go pick up some clothes, and she would come with me, okay? We enjoy spending time. And you would go out, and, you're that interracial couple, so people are going to be looking. And literally, you got the baby mamas looking at you in terms of, what the hell is this nigga doing? How come he's not choosing me? How come he's not going after me? He's a sellout. And you're trying to explain to them why they're not being chosen, because they are asking. It's a no-brainer. Duh, men are obviously going to address a wider range of women. Why? Because women do not have to be as successful to go after that man. It's a no-brainer. So a male doctor, well, guess what? The female doctor is going to be looking for him. The nurse is going to be looking for him. The secretary is going to be looking for him. The technician that works at the pharmacy is going to be looking for him. The receptionist is going to be looking for him. The waitress is going to be looking for him. So if he's addressing the women that want to know how they need to get at this man or what they need to do, he's going to be talking to a wider range of women. By default. Ain't nothing you can do about it. But even then, other groups know that there's at least a cutoff. But for black men, it's quite annoying, because we have to address women who's out of their prime. Not to say that you're a bad person, but you're just not in your prime. If I have my shit together, you know what I'm going to be going for. So it doesn't matter about your level of education. I can go out. If I'm established, okay, I'll go out and get a chick who's in grad school. She'll eventually get there. So in a good 7-10 years, she'll be where you're at right now. So that's not an issue. That's why I've come on and said, yo, your degrees doesn't matter to me. I still want all that. I'll just get you when you're somewhat younger, if your head is on straight. You got women with kids. I'm like, yo, that's going to cut you off. But they're still asking. As much as men have a wider range of women that they're responding to, there's still maximums and there's still limits. But you have women from the complete spectrum asking the same question. What's going on? So what do you think black men are going to have to do? So that's my vid. Y'all take it easy. Let me know how you feel. Like I said before, there's nothing stopping any black man from listening to this video, from going out right now and talking to some down and out brothers and asking them why they're not on point, and you come back and report what happens. And follow through with those men and tell me if, in 5 months they have their shit together and they're taking your advice. Y'all take it easy. God bless.